Of the different entities, and that really a number of the entities really look forward to the books, and that. Just a quick sideline: the industry is really evolving. One of the two film industry boards that I'm on is the National Latino Media Council, and I've been on it ever since it was founded almost 20 years ago. And what we've seen over that time is a whole evolution. The first 4 or 5 years, it was really how do we make meaningful communications back and forth. The next 10 or 12 years was really how do we sit there and get more Latinos in front and behind the camera. And in the last 18 months, the exciting thing is we finally had 3 of the key networks ask us, how can we get Latino-themed TV shows? And that really was the first time, because we certainly brought that up before, and it really is something that we wanted to see, but they didn't see it as a possibility until now. And it's really because of the success that's going on within the African American community, both with biopics and with various TV shows like Empire and other movies. And so now they are thinking diversity really for the first time in meaningful ways. Hollywood is very much a numbers game, and Latinos are definitely starting to attract some attention. 57 million Latinos in the US, and just as important, representing over 50% of all the growth going into the future. Latinos have the highest per capita turnout rate for movies in theaters. Latinos have the second highest level of watching TV in the US. And Latinos have the second highest level of ownership of smartphones and iPads, and are mobilely watching TV and other kinds of entertainment. But perhaps the most important numbers for these awards today are 2 key numbers. Approximately 350 movies will be distributed at theaters in the United States this year. Whereas on the TV side, more than 500 scripted TV shows will air in the US on broadcast and cable outlets this year. The real evolution that's been going on, if you really want to look at getting something done, look at the TV side. And that's really going into the future where you need to look at, because the odds are better and the return on an investment can be dramatically different. And that. For first place winners, please come forward and share some of your thoughts. For all others, we will have the certificates and these great award-winning author bags for all of you afterwards. And that. And we are starting appropriately enough with our new awards this time, which are in the TV category. And to present them will be Latino Literacy Now Board President Jess Nieto.
Thank you, Kurt. The TV drama series, by far the most important scripted TV category, growing rapidly in cable and digitally. First place goes to Traces of Bliss, Cecilia Verastegui, and I believe that she's here somewhere. Also, you can see her picture on that beautiful.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Photo.
So for first place in the category of biography goes to Insurgency, the 1968 Aztec Walkout, written by Victor Gonzalez. Second place goes to In Search of My Destiny by Irma Reyes.
I just want to say thank you very much, everybody. I also want to add that I'm working very hard to get everybody's book into the public schools. We're pushing ethnic studies. We did it successfully at Azusa High School. And we asked for ethnic studies. We got 3 Chicano study courses. We bought 200 of the books. That's just a start. Now we're going to K through 8 to get curriculum developed, and you're going to need your books. So that's what I'm working for. There's 1,000 school districts in California. 907 have passed ethnic studies resolution. We got 992 more to go. And we need your help.
Documentary. This winning book is starting to attract attention from a wide variety of places. For first place in the documentary category, America, Don't You Know Me? I'm Your Native Son, Geronimo, by Carlos Melendez. Second place goes to My 15 Grandmothers by Jeannie Miller.
Thank you. I wrote this book because we filed a lawsuit. I have a friend, and I'm proud to call him a friend, Ramsey Clark, who used to be the former U.S. Attorney General. I advised him that I had found Harlan Geronimo, great-grandson of the great warrior Geronimo, and we wanted to bring him home. The information that was revealed during the lawsuit compelled me to write a book. I've never considered myself an author or writer. I've communicated a lot, but I consider myself with great pride to be an activist. And so this was what I took on. But what was revealed with this book, I felt needed to be shared. So I wrote a book to expose what was revealed. But this award here, to make it into a movie, into a documentary, gives the possibility that in fact this information that was revealed will be shared by people that do not pick up books, so that it's another way to bring out truths that have been hidden. And I thank you.
In first place, we have Divine Sight by Eduarda Amandraron.
I'm totally shocked, so thank you. But I want to say that I'm just so touched. My story is honoring of my parents. This is fiction, but they certainly were characterized in this. And also, I'm so proud because it talks about a place I love. I came from East Los Angeles, and so there's a lot of stories there, and proud to be from California. But most of all, we all have a story. And I wrote this book because I want to encourage others that, you know, our lives are so beautiful to write. So thank you very much.
Presenter, Laura Whistler.
In the category of animation, with Latinos now representing 25% of the preschoolers in the USA. This is key. Now to honor one of our authors earning 2 first places today. First place in the category of animation, Linguito Speaks Up, Cecilia Palastigo.
Tell you about Oringuito because it came to me as a gift. My adorable husband said to me, "Hey, didn't you grow up around where these things happen?" This is in Ecuador. And I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "They've discovered a brand new mammal." And I said, "Really?" So Oringuito was a brand new discovery in 2013. He's adorable, he's fuzzy, he's gorgeous. He looks like a combination between a raccoon and a cat. So how could you not write a story about him? Fortunately, the Smithsonian Institution loved it. They endorsed my book. And so that's the story of Oringuito. Thank you very much.
In the subject of sci-fi or fantasy, this is a growing category of films. First place, A Taste of Honey, Rocky.
You know, all of us understand that it takes a pueblo to write a book. I had my wife who kicked my something when she was proofing it. And she said, "You want to take out these 20 chapters, don't you?" I go, "Okay." And then I have my daughter, Carmen, who says, "You speak funny, you speak Yoda, mi go casa, whatever." So she was always kind of like correcting me. But what's important is all of you, my family and friends. I have met so many great people, fellow writers, aspiring writers, who have encouraged all of us, who have intervened on our behalf, who tell us that we can do it, who give us little hints. We all know Denise Chavez, right? She edited one of my books. She threw away one of my characters. That's Spindle. She's out of the book. And the thing about being a writer is we learn to be humble. We don't know how good our books are, and we don't know if people like them. But we develop a little harder skin. And so when people say this doesn't work, you know, we may give a little bit on that because we have to be flexible. I also want to thank this group, the Latino Literacy Now and Eddie Olmos and these volunteers who have created something that has given us support where we are visible for the first time in many years. And not just as the housekeepers, the drug addicts on TV. So I want to, and I'm accepting this award on behalf of you guys who have helped me. Thank you very much.
Awards and Jess Nieto again. Oh, and while Jess is coming out, in follow-up to Rocky's comments, hopefully all of you authors are considering or have already joined ISLA, the International Society of Latino Authors. And it's through that collectiveness that we can really achieve some good things. Okay, now for our final 2 different groupings. The first one here, Latino themed movie by a non-Latino author. The first winning book would make a great historical biopic. And I don't know how many here saw the mini-series this last year, Texas Rising. Anybody? Okay. Some of the stereotypes in there were not exactly favorable. This is a story from that same period about a little boy that would have made a much better series. First place goes to Polly, a Mexican boy in early Texas. Jay Nigoborn. Second place, Lily of Peru, David Edmunds. Okay. Now to the final category of the day, Latino themed movie. And this is one of those really key ones that really represents the future that we're talking about. And we want to see it really grow because we want to see more of these kind of films. First place goes to Don't Call Me Baby by Dr. Ana Nogales.
Thank you, what an honor. Don't Call Me Baby looks like, oh, what a cute name, but really it's not that cute because it talks about women that have been trafficked into the United States. I am a psychologist, so I took real stories that come to my office, real stories, real life. And these women that have been trafficked for sexual exploitation, horror stories. So what I made is I made a play out of those real stories, and I made it kind of science fiction, but it's not. It's very, very, very real. And I wanted to do a play because I wanted to touch the hearts of the audience, so people will see what is really actually happening in those lives. It's real, it's happening, it's in our backyards, it's the modern way of slavery. So I'm very happy about this award because it means that it's touching somebody's heart. As we are more and more conscious about it, we can do something about it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ana. And second place goes to Mas by Eduardo Santiago. At this point, would love to have all the first, second place honorable mentions, everybody come up. People like Luis Rodriguez, everybody come on up, and we'll do a big group picture. And that, and Ana, by the way, I forgot your bag right here. So come up on the stage.